Have you ever, been sitting in a modern conference room or maybe grabbing a drink at a new sports bar, and you look over at a simple audio wall plate and just wonder how much heavy-duty tech is actually hiding behind that little piece of plastic?
Yeah, I mean, it is totally deceptive. We're just so used to seeing these basic outlets that we just assume they're dumb pass-throughs. Like just a place to plug in a single cable and literally nothing more.
Right, exactly. But today we are looking at a seemingly boring plastic wall plug that costs over $1,000, specifically $1,145.
Which is a lot for a wall plug.
It really is.
Yeah.
But why? Because what is hiding inside it represents a total revolution in how buildings are being wired. We are doing a deep dive today, pulling from a highly detailed specification page from HDTVSupply.
Right, for a device called the QSC unDX2IO plus Dante Network Audio Wallplate, which is definitely a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, but our mission is to show you how this one little box illustrates a massive shift in modern audio systems.
So physically, this thing fits right into a standard dual-gang US junction box.
Okay, so that is what, the exact same size as a double light switch on your wall?
Exactly, same footprint. But it packs two balanced XLR inputs. And those are the heavy-duty, 3-pin plugs used for professional microphones.
Oh, right, the big chunky ones.
Yeah, along with two XLR outputs and two additional line-level inputs. And the crazy part is all of those can be used at the exact same time.
Wow. Okay, but the real wild part to me isn't just that it holds a lot of plugs, it is how it connects to the building itself.
Because it uses power over Ethernet,
Right.
or PoE.
Right, PoE, meaning the electricity to turn the thing on, the control signals telling it what to do, and the actual high-resolution audio data itself. Well, it is all traveling over one single standard network cable.
Like a regular SAN T5 or Cat T6 cord you would use for your internet.
Exactly.
Which is just a tremendous reduction in physical infrastructure.
Yeah.
I mean, you are saving money on massive spools of cabling.
Yeah, because those old setups were like plumbing.
That is a great way to put it.
Like, if you had 4 microphones and 2 speakers, you needed a separate, dedicated physical pipe, right? Like a thick copper audio snake for every single audio source, plus entirely separate heavy-gauge power cables running to a wall outlet.
And that increases the risk of electrical interference, too.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
it is functioning like the internet. You are basically trading that congested multi-lane highway for a high-speed digital bullet train. You take all those different audio sources, digitize them into data packets just like an email, and send them down a single network line.
Where they can be separated out instantly on the other side. That is the true beauty of sending audio over IP.
Okay, so the power and the audio are all sharing one tiny cable, but, I'm struggling to picture the logistics here.
How so?
Well, if I plug a really quiet lapel mic into one port and then a booming electric guitar into another, how does a basic wall plug know how to balance them without a bulky physical mixing board sitting right there?
Right. That is where the engineering really steps in. Because the hardware is just a bridge. The real magic happens in the software. This wall plate has built-in software selectable input gains, ranging from -18 up to +40 decibels. So it can internally amplify a really faint signal or dial back a screaming loud source before sending it down the network line.
Oh, wow.
It even supplies what is called phantom power.
Wait, what is phantom power?
It's basically sending the 48 volts of electricity required to run high-end studio microphones right through the audio cable itself.
That is wild. And I assume it does the exact same thing in reverse for the audio coming out.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
The analog output gain is also entirely adjustable via software between 0 and -60 decibels.
So that allows it to interface perfectly with both basic consumer speakers and heavy-duty professional broadcast gear without blowing anything out?
Exactly. And it uses an industry standard protocol called Dante, which essentially acts as the universal translator for audio over a network.
Meaning it is Dante Domain Manager ready?
Yep. And it allows an audio engineer to literally just drag and drop this wall plate into their digital QSYS designs.
Okay, I have to stop you there, though.
Sure.
Because if the mixing knobs are entirely digital and this physical box is screwed into a wall completely out of reach,
Yeah.
what happens when a speaker suddenly starts shouting during a live event and the audio clips? Who is actually catching that if there are no physical knobs to turn?
See, the engineer isn't anywhere near the wall plate. They could be sitting with a laptop in a control room on the other side of the building. Or, honestly, in another state entirely.
Wait, really? Another state?
Seriously. They monitor and adjust those precise software gains in real time through the network interface. The wall plate is simply a data node.
Yeah.
The traditional massive mixing console has effectively been virtualized.
So what does this mean for you, the listener? I mean, whether you are upgrading a corporate space, managing a local venue, or you are just fascinated by hidden tech, this one expensive wall plate perfectly highlights how complex AV routing is shifting.
Yeah, we are moving away from massive hardware racks and mountains of copper cables to streamlined, invisible network nodes. The heavy lifting is now completely handled by the network.
Which leaves the physical environment totally clean and uncluttered.
Right.
Which leaves us with a final thought to mull over. If an entire mixing console's worth of connectivity, power delivery, and signal processing now fits neatly inside a standard double light switch box in the wall,
Yeah.
what other bulky traditional hardware in our daily lives is about to vanish entirely into the architecture?